Good evening, CPC Fantasy Football family. It's your host, no other than D Money himself. What up, everybody? So, congratulations to all y'all winners last week. Y'all might have got lucky by one player scoring 45 points, 44 points, whatever it was, but your team still won. Um, hey, but again, congratulations. Everybody, do not get discouraged. The only thing you gotta get discouraged about is this Titans and Pitt game. Because right now, according to Yahoo Sports, it's considered a bye week. That's not good news for a lot of us people. You got Big Ben, Juju, Connor. On the other side, you got Derrick Henry. And that's all I'm going to name on that side. But hey, enough with all this. Let's get into this week's picks. So for the first game this week, we got Hammer Time versus the Flying Elvises. Man, this one is a really tough one. If it wouldn't have been for Kamara scoring 45 points last week, Cody would have actually lost. Malcolm Brown did not put up what he should have put up in Baltimore Monday night. Man, you got Matthew Stafford. It's a scary one because he's playing New Orleans. Man, the defense for New Orleans is just not there, and allowing big plays like LSU did Saturday night. But Cam Newton is playing Kansas City, who Kansas City made Lamar look like he was in junior high. And I'm going through both of y'all lineups. There are times where Cody edges Matt out, and then I look at Matt's wide receivers and I said, that's it. That's the key. So I'm going to give Cody his first L this week. This first L this week by picking Matt. Congratulations, Matt, on your third victory. Then we got My Cup Runneth Over versus B-Bam. Craig, I don't know how you're still doing it. You're still pulling out. Well, I know how you did. You played big-headed Mark last week. His team broke. So that's how you're undefeated right now. But, man, you got a lot of questions at wide receiver with Julio Jones still hurt. And you got Jared Cook that's hurt. I think he has a quad injury. And I look at Carl's lineup. And I know you're looking at it like, man, David Johnson, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, AJ Green, who's a wash, Rob Gronkowski. He's just a blocking tight end, you know. And then you go and look, and you pick up a kicker that scored 25 points last week. Have you not learned yet? They scored 25, they might score -2. But I hope for the best. But I give Carl his first victory this week against you. Congratulations, Carl, on victory number 1. And congratulations, Craig, on loss number 1. Then we got the last season, which this dude been saying this like 18 seasons ago, versus Murray and Hurry. Mike, I don't know how you pulled off the victory, but you did this week. Congratulations on your first victory with your garbage team. But don't look to be so successful this week against Mark. Lamar Jackson will not have another week like he had last week against Kansas City. Even though he has Chase Edmonds, who is hot garbage at running back. And let's see. Mark Andrews, man, he's been struggling lately. Mark, if I was you, I would go in your lineup and put Anthony Miller in there at some point, maybe as a flex instead of Landry. Man, Cleveland ain't been doing really good. Mike, you can keep Akers in. He's not gonna be good. Cam Akers, it's not his team. McKinnon, as long as Mostert's out, he looks pretty good. But overall, I'm going to edge this one out to Mark. So congratulations, Mark, on stopping that bleeding with that losing streak. Then next we have two-time champs versus Who Dat Hill. Congratulations, Kenny, on victory number what? 1. Man, Lazar really did it for you last week. That put you over on David. With Ridley, man. Ridley's really becoming of himself. Joe Mixon is never gonna be good in Cincinnati as long as he has no offensive line. Man, I wish he'd do better in that part. But Leslie, you have Juju Smith-Schuster this week in your starting lineup. They still got it. We got the alerts saying they have a bye week. I'm not sure how that's really going to play out. But you have him in your lineup. I would take him out, really, and put who? Man, maybe T. Higgins. Maybe T. Higgins in your lineup to give you a victory this week. Because, man, looking at his lineup, looking at yours, I don't know how you do it every year, but you do it. Some kind of way you pick up trash people and they produce for you. When we pick them up, they do nothing. They're like duds. They're like a firecracker. You thought that was going to be loud, and it's like, pew. But, yeah, I'm going to give you the victory this week. Kenny, work harder next week, my buddy. Best of luck to you for the rest of the year. Leslie, I got you again. Then we got backup keeper versus the Dream Chasers. Caleb, I know you're a little devastated from last week's loss. Your running backs didn't get you 90 points, which I kind of figured that from Aaron Jones. Y'all playing Atlanta. I don't really know how this is going to be a shootout, really. So unless Aaron Jones catches 10 balls out of the backfield like Kamara did last week and get 45 points from that, yeah. Now, Greg, I don't know what's up with your team, buddy, but it is hot poop. Like, really hot garbage. Speaking of hot garbage, I miss Sean being in this league. Because that was that man's team. Hot garbage. You should change your name to Hot Garbage. Caleb, congratulations on stopping that bleeding with the first L. You're about to win this week against Greg. Congratulations. Then we got Steel Curtain versus the Chosen Ones. Mr. Clyde, man, I thought you were really gonna pull it out last week. I predicted you to win. But man, looking at your lineup with Russell Wilson, man, you think you'd be killing it right now. You have a lot of uncertainty in your lineup, even with Stephen Miller, Zach Moss. Man, Randy Cobb is really doing his thing in Houston. I would love to start him in my lineup this week for you. Travis, congratulations on your victory last week, brother. But you have a DJ Chark in your lineup that might not get nothing this week. He might not even play. Then you got Kenyon Drake, who struggled last week going against Carolina. You got Tampa Bay with Fournette. Fournette's just not what he used to be, man. Kelsey, and then the man himself. You should have gave him to me at the beginning of the season. Justin Jefferson. Man, I miss that dude. I need him in a purple and gold uniform this year. Maybe with my quarterback right there, Joe Burrow, because after last week's game. But it wouldn't help the defense. But going on y'all game, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say Travis, congratulations on your victory this week. Mr. Clyde, try to make some trades, buddy. Show up your team. Then the last game of them all. The last game of them all is Thunder and Lightning versus I Give Up. David, with me with Henry, and you with Deontay Johnson. Man, wow, I didn't even know that was it. And you have James Conner. If they make us have a bye week this week, man, I really don't know what either one of us is going to do. I do know this. I would definitely start Carlos Hyde this week. And you would definitely have to start Duke Johnson or Latavius Murray and Curtis Samuel. Or Curtis Samuel. But I don't know how you did it. But they predicted me to lose. But don't go by Yahoo, because see this man on the wall right here? This man right here. This man right here. He's gonna be another reason why I win this week. Cincinnati is about to torch Jacksonville. Now I ain't gonna sit here and say the man's not gonna get lit up, scare me a couple times with a couple of these hits. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is about to shine in New England. Hopefully get in the end zone this week. A little devastated last week, but it's okay. It happens. But David, I'm not giving you the victory this week because you do also have Adams, Davante Adams, that is questionable. I don't think he'll play this week with Lassard and Vazquez-Scantling doing as good as they did last week. I think they'll rest him another week to give him that chance. Hopefully Waller don't go off for you, but you never know. But I'm going to go ahead and stop my bleeding with this losing streak and give myself a victory this week against you. So congratulations, David, on losing another week. Hey, guys, that is all for this week. I can't wait to see what these things are going to play out with Pitt and the Titans. So, hey, y'all be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't watch too much football. If they play Tuesday, I'll probably be like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's 5 days of football, man. It's a little excessive. But until next week's predictions, I'm out.